requested to do some work. With the manuscript, the way Fiore is laying things out, he tends to build on previous lessons. So you start off with grappling, and grappling teaches you different stances, moves, different arm locks, close-in plays, and then they go to dagger. Well, a lot of the grappling stuff still applies, and then you start adding dagger into the mix, whether you're unarmed facing the dagger or whether it's dagger versus dagger. And then he builds from there, and then a lot of that stuff goes into sword and so forth. So it's a very integrated sort of combat, but we're obviously not going to go through that today. What I thought was, and it's something that Matt did a few years ago when I first started fighting, was to just have a basic toolkit. So the general goal is to have a basic toolkit of techniques for the dagger, so that if you're sparring, sword, spear, or just dagger sparring, whatever, you've got those you can pull out. If you're fighting with sword, and at our guild, we typically, once our apprentices are comfortable fighting with sword, we want to get them wearing a belt and having a backup dagger and get comfortable with the idea of going to the dagger at an opportune time. Those who are really good at that tend to be very, very threatening. Because, hooray, I've knocked his sword aside and suddenly he's dropped it, he's gone for his dagger, and I'm way over here. So it's essentially another solution. It's not always just everything's gone wrong fallback. It's also another solution. If you're thinking about a sword fight and just having a fight with a sword as opposed to I have to dispatch him with a sword, it's just a case of I have to dispatch him. Sometimes the dagger is the way to go. But it's a risk. You're dropping your longer, more versatile weapon. So what I thought we'd do, first of all, Fiore teaches specifically the rondelle dagger. Okay, and it looks different from a lot of medieval daggers most people see. You don't have the lovely pommel and the flared quillions. What you have is a flat disc on the back, a flat disc separating the grip from the blade, and the blade is essentially used as an ice pick. It tends not to be very sharp. In fact, one side is likely to be quite thick. I've got a sharp over there you guys can look at after. It tends to be fairly thick, so it can take some punishment, but the tip is very sharp, and it's used like an ice pick. It's hammering down into your opponent or swinging upwards. There's 4 basic strikes that he has in the manuscript, and there's a narrow range of targets for those strikes. So, but again, it's an ice pick motion, and the important thing to remember too is that the dagger should be kept at 90 degrees to your arm at all times. Now, you're going to want to step forward a little bit. Now, if he's out here, I might want to think maybe I'm going to tip it out this way. But if you do that, any pressure here whatsoever, you're going to wrench your wrist, you're going to lose the dagger. You can actually do some wrist injury to yourself just from a simple cover, or even if you happen to connect and your wrist is cocked like that, it can be damaging. So I would guide it in here. I'd have to be here to be able to drop that tip in. Okay? So the basic strikes, these are very simple. There's one that comes straight down, quite obvious, and it comes down to this point. Okay? You don't swing any further. Why? Because once this is straight up and down, I'm not threatening any part of my rucker again. I'm not threatening any part of it anymore with this. I'm not going to hit anything. From here down, I can. So your target area is essentially the temples to the elbows, according to the Getty manuscript. That's what I'm striking at. Okay, so great. If I get right in here to this part, sink that nice long blade into the chest cavity. That'd be lovely. So it's striking straight down, or striking down but at an angle, and the angles are very sharp angles like this. And again, as I said, you can get right down where the neck meets the shoulder. That would be a perfect place to sink the dagger, get it into the chest cavity. Once it's in there, all down to the ground, you've got a nice handle. So again, those strikes come down on an angle like this. Okay, if everybody can see. From the other side, like this. You notice I'm coming from ear down, straight down. And the last one comes straight up and it's a grip shift. And it comes up this way. Your target for this one is not above the bottom of the chest, according to the manuscript. So you're essentially going, yeah, groin, lower stomach, whatever are your target areas. Once you get up to this point, again, that blade stops threatening your opponent. Okay, and in the same way, if you were to slice someone with a Bowie knife, you wouldn't slice this way. You go shoulder depth and bring it back. You strike out to where the blade loses effectiveness, and then you draw it back. So those are the 4 basic strikes. So, for now, just without any stances or anything like that, just get into whatever your basic fighting stance is going to be. Okay? And with the dagger cocked to your ear, okay, just, even without a step for now, just bring it straight down forward and stop it here. Okay? Good. Keep that at a 90 degree. And make sure when you do this, you're not drawing back to strike. If your hand's up here, you're already cocked, and you just let it go. You draw back, everybody knows what you're going to do. Might as well show them more. Now do the same thing, only come at it from an angle. Okay, coming down this way from the outside. And you're, imagine hitting your opponent just at the side of the neck. Okay? Now, switch your feet and put your hands together here. Okay? In this case, you can still come straight down from here. You can also come in at that angle from the other side. Okay? Make sure, and it's something to think about here, make sure you're not doing a 45 degree here. It's not quite as effective. You want to bring that down either at that slim angle or straight down. Now, if you change your grip, and while you're fighting, when you change your grip, you do it this way. Okay? You make sure you maintain positive control of the knife, you know. Because the moment somebody sees this thing up in the air, they're just going to, it looks so cool. So, yes. Flip. From here, the dagger down at your side, just swing the arm up. Okay, this one comes right from the shoulder, and it swings up. Okay, and it stops, you know, just about here. Your blade. If you manage to catch them with solar plexus, wonderful, you got the blade up here. Anything much higher than that, unless they're leaning out like this, it's not going to do you much good. Okay? Those are the basic dagger strikes. They seem very simplistic, but they're also designed to be the most effective and do the most damage. So, stepping forward to do those strikes. Okay, so we've done them standing in place. Now, for the timing for stepping forward, I want this blow to land at the point when my body is the furthest, reaches the closest point to my opponent. So, my opponent is here. Now, dagger fighting, you're in real close. You know, here in a sword fight, we both be hacking each other to pieces. But I still have to step in to drop that blade into my target. So this is our actual engagement reach. This is our step back. Now when I attack, I don't want to swing too soon and finish my step because he's just going to gap me. I also don't want to step in like this and then swing because, you know, he just... What I want to do is as my foot lands, I want my blade to reach my opponent at that point. Okay? I'm threatening my opponent. I'm in range, but I'm threatening my opponent. I'm giving them something they have to deal with. Unless they're totally suicidal and just gack me in turn. But, so practice now, just get into a stance, have your hand cocked back by your ear, and step forward and drop straight down. There. Okay? And that's your strike. sure it's a fairly steep diagonal blow. Switch your feet, have your hand locked on the other side, and step forward. Try that diagonal blow and straight down, which is also something you can do from there. Everybody comfortable with that? Switch your grip. Your left leg forward, have that dagger down at your side, and step forward. Bring it up. Make sure not to cock it back. This dagger is traveling forward with your leg. It's traveling. Good. Now those are the simplified Fiore strikes. Now, that's not necessarily all there is to it, because a lot of times Fiore will say, when I strike, I'm going to go in with my other hand as well. Right, I'm going to try to sweep away a defense, or to throw up the defense of my own if they have a dagger, because if we both swing at the same time, I don't want to die. But the other guy doesn't want to die either. So I want to protect myself. So I might be coming in this way, or in some way attempting to either disrupt their defense or to ward myself against their attack if they also have a dagger. So that's something I want you to keep in mind, but I'd like people to practice it a little more dynamically. Everybody got masks? Okay? So two things I want to do now. I want to get people to pair up. There's two things I want people to do. First of all, striking with this can hurt like a son of a bitch if it's not straight, even though it's wooden or whatever. So, what I'd like people to get used to doing is playing tag with it. So when, for example, when I strike him, I've landed it, you felt it, right? But I haven't thrown a lot of force into it. This is not how they would have tried to stab each other. And it does introduce a few artifacts, but we have to be able to do this safely in some way without going right to Nerf daggers or something. So, first thing I want people to do when they pair off is I want one person just to stand there and you keep. Okay? And the other person is going to practice strikes. The upward strikes, practice them on the first. So, nicely below. That's another thing. You want to land it well, which I'm not doing. And then practice landing on the shoulder. And again, straight down, you can go for the face, the head, or the chest. And then upwards, do be careful. Land this one above the solar plexus. Okay? And make it a little bit of a thump, but it doesn't have to be really hard. You can do it at speed, but only if you can control it as you strike. Do that back and forth first to get a sense of how to strike with safety. And then we're going to just play a little bit with those attacks. Not really giving you defenses at the moment. Feel free to improvise whatever you want so that you know the defenses, but we'll get into that in a minute. And what I want to do is start give you a small toolkit of defenses that you can use in striking. So everybody pair up, find a piece of floor.
You go harder than that. Yeah. Sure.
Now, one thing you can do to check your distance too is to stand in a position where you'll finish. Closer. Stand in a position where you finish the strike. So I landed the perfect strike here. Now step back. This is your engagement distance. And from here, I know when I step in, I'm going to have a good distance. Because if I'm too close, maybe I'm, glancing off the side or whatever. But if I'm here, he holds the dagger out. Yeah, I could just be. It's too close for the engagement distance. I might as well be just leaning in and doing something. And if I'm too far, I'm going to miss, and I'm going to be tempted to try and reach out with that dagger and want us to try, hold the dagger up like this and tip the blade up and get the person you're facing just to lift up on it. See how uncomfortable that is. Work on that. So change it up just a little bit. Stationary targets are no fun. Okay? Now, with respect to the other people in the hall, and we'll make sure we spread out a little bit and you're not banging into them. The person doing the striking, do the same thing, but the person defending is just going to be moving a little bit. Not a great deal, in and out maybe, but get used to striking an opponent that's moving. So if Foster here, if I'm going to be striking a Foster, it's all well good for me to strike here, but he's moved. So, sure, maybe I missed. Fine. I didn't miss the second time. Maybe he's going to move to the side. What do you do? Right? And be aware that moving like that is, when you're dealing with such short distances, that kind of motion can really foul up an attack. Okay? And get used to also metering your steps. But I figure he's going to move backwards. I might come in a little deeper. If I come in too deep, I'm going to overshoot. And I've got all kinds of problems here too. So, also too, even though you're trying to get them, they may be further away, they may be closer, maybe even step into it, always remember control. When that hits, let off on the gas. That's all. You should feel it, but it shouldn't.
Maybe the person who's moving to try to do it slowly.
Yes, don't move quickly.
Otherwise, you'll start amping up the energy and then you're going fast and then you start getting harder. So if you're going to move out of the way, move out of the way like
small adjustments.
You know, not like I'm actually trying to get out of his way. But
and don't like just keep moving around while they're trying to hit you. Just, every now and then, shift. And maybe you don't shift. When they throw the strike, you just stand still. The person's going to be able to counter that. Okay? So try that a little bit, and then we'll get into a little bit of light sparring, just with the strikes and such. And then we'll come back and get into guards and defenses on Dagger versus Dagger. Okay?
Sort of whatever works. But don't stand too close again. Because this fighting distance, right, is I hit him from here, right? So I don't need to step. But conversely, you roll up to me that close. Right? I just do this. So you have to be at a distance. Like if you're my opponent, I need to be at a distance where you can't hit me, right? And then I want to enter in to hit you, right? So you want that a little bit of distance. You want to have to get there as opposed to be right on top.
You move back to want to really reach in or try and sink that dagger in. It's not necessary if I can follow up. So if he moves back, okay? So what I want to work on is that move between the two strikes, striking this way at an angle, bringing the blade back, and striking from the other ear. Typically, Fiore says you don't start a fight like this because there's too much of a disadvantage. Your arms across your body is too easy to lock that up. But if you're following down, it's perfect, and it's a great way. If somebody's moving back, you can chase them back with that easily. It also means you're not committing everything behind the first strike. So you're not going to be tempted to put the wrist out of position, or to step too far, or to reach too far, all of which can put you at a bad disadvantage. Okay, instead, you keep your strike tight, and if it doesn't work, you go into the next one, or another. Okay, so you can chain these attacks. So what I want people doing is if you all line up along here, facing this way. We're going to do the first part of the dagger moulinet, or dagger form. And it's very simply starting from here, and it's step and strike, and back, bring it back to the other ear, and step and strike. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to call strike for each one, but the motion, when I call strike the first time, is to strike out and bring it back. Because you should always be used to coming back to some sort of guard or ready position rather than letting it hang out there. Out here, you're vulnerable. So I'll call strike, you strike out, come back to ready position. Call again, you strike out, come back to ready position. Okay? And for now, we're just going to have the daggers kept on either side of our head. Okay? Everybody ready? Strike. position. Ready? Straight. 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 Going backwards. Straight. 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 Good. And make sure on those strikes that your hand is really not coming below your shoulder. You're not striking way down. You're coming out this way. And it's almost a boxing punch, really. So it's just coming out, boom, back, boom, back. Mostly it's an elbow motion. Okay, pair up again. And this time, the same idea with the movement. But this time, if you miss with the first strike, follow up. If he doesn't move, well, I've got it. But I'm also, no, I'm going back to another ready position too. So I can strike again. So be aware that there's a feedback component to this. Does your opponent move? Have you missed? Have you, do you have another strike? Did you strike? And are you just now going back to the ready position? Obviously, the Dagger fight, follow up strike for as much as you can. But in this case, I want to know that I hit him. So I'm going to strike it again with that second blow. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to try and chase him with that first blow. So he goes back. I'm not going to try and chase this way. If he happens to defend, grab my arm, there's nothing I can do. I am off balance. I've overreached myself. My dagger's out of position. My shoulder's out of position. I've been in my arm, which he can do all kinds of horrible things to. So I need to keep back straight as I come in and make sure that I'm getting that blow. If they move out of the way, fine, I can chase with the second blow. But don't overreach on the first blow. Yeah. All right. So, since getting stabbed is only just so much fun, maybe we should start dealing with some defenses. Okay. First of all, before we get into defenses, we'll talk about what Fiore says about how you stand with the dagger. His guards. Interestingly enough, it has nothing to do with having the hand up here. Very training aid, we get people used to that motion, but his guards are like this. Dagger's in your belt, you're ready to go for it, or do something with your hands. Go like this. Your dagger's here, ready. You can switch your grip, however you need to. But this is your ready position. Okay? Now, why do we hold a dagger like this? First of all, the Rondell daggers did not really have sharp edges on them. They also tended to have at least one pretty thick edge to make them nice and strong, so that I can use this to defend. So if he were to strike at me, I can cover his dagger with mine. This, and you notice I've struck his blade, tipped it up, and it slid down to the rondelle here. This is what your target is when you're doing a cover like this. So he came in with the same kind of blow that you guys are doing, but this time I got my dagger in the way. Okay? So that is one of the defenses. And from here, it could be against a blow from above, a blow from the side. I just need to tip it, and I can move his dagger aside and stab him. There's a number of things that can happen in there. Okay? Same idea if the dagger's coming low. Come like this, if he comes in, I'm not stabbing anyway so much, but I am getting my blade on top of his and striking it downwards. Okay? And from here, there's other things that I can do.
And it's clearly you attack the blade, not the wrist.
Attack the blade, not the wrist. Yes.
That's clear. That's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if you attack the wrist, if you sever the tendons here, typically the hand opens. So that means that while the guy's going, if you down into the projectile and sticking at you like that, lock it.
It might suck to have this in your eye for the rest of the fight, but
Okay, so they do say attack. So
attack the blade. Sometimes you miss the blade, you get the wrist, and sometimes that's enough.
Okay.
But always go for the primary target. The blade is the threat, and go for the blade. It also gives you a chance to alter the angle of the blade, because if he goes slow, if I just go for his wrist like this,
Right.
I've still got that tip here. Well, he's still got a hand free.
Drops,
Yeah, he drops a hand up there. I might, we might be fighting over whether I don't necessarily want that. I want that way to go away as much as possible, so when he comes in, I can get that this way. And then there's, you know, maybe I'll come down, bring the tip into his bicep, something like that. We'll do a little bit of that, but for now, the primary defense if you're fighting dagger against dagger is a two-handed defense, okay? So, from here too, I can still attack, right? I can still do this under our hand strike, trying to keep his dagger off, or if we're just facing off, I could, you know, get this hand up in the way somewhere and step in. Okay, so that's that bow strike, right? Or I could just change my grip. I can still defend this way, but I can also just step up and strike. Right? So in this case, you're not starting from here. You might be starting from here, but as you step in, well, as Matt did, as you step in, you bring it up and strike. Okay? So you're not just unloading from here. They're a little obvious. From here, maybe I'm like this. You don't know if it's coming low, or if I'm going to change my grip. Maybe come high, or if I'm going to step off. Maybe come this way, or that. It makes it a little less obvious, you know, which way your hand's going to go. From there, of course, if I'm down here and I step in, I still got the chain attacks and so forth. But this time, when you do these attacks, the person who's been doing the moving and hasn't been defending whatever, I want you to have your dagger held like this. And this is the simplest of the dagger poses or guards. And when that dagger comes in, ward it off. Okay? So it could come down from straight above. It could come down from either side. Okay? It comes from the other side. Okay? All I have to do is change the angle of where this is going, and if it comes up from the bottom, okay? Now note, too, when you're doing this defense, you're not sweeping the arms this way. This is a bad idea. You're bringing the hands up and directing the edge out at the incoming weapon. Same thing when it's coming down. My hands may be here, but I still need to push that down. Because if I just swept it up, odds are his dagger would get in above it, and I'd be done for. There's another thing too. He's not going to be nice enough to allow me an easy defense. So if I'm going to swing it up like this, he's going to get his other hand. Yeah. Oh, right. He's going to get his other hand in the way. Yeah, if you go down from the top. So I'm going to swing it up. No, he's going to block me. Right? I'm not going to give you a chance to do that quite so easily by bringing it up and out. So remember, this is an attack basically against the weapon. Okay? And from here, then you can sweep it off to the other side or whatever. We'll get into a few things that you can do from there. First rule is cover, always. Save your life. That dagger's coming in. The only thing that matters is that you stop it from harming you. After that, that's when you start looking at opportunities and other plays that you can make. If he just comes in and goes bang and retreats again with it, that's fine. You're alive. You don't have an opportunity, but you're still alive. So, pair it up, try that. Again, back and forth, one person attacks, the other person this time is moving, and so there are opportunities in this. I think that any of the manuscripts, a big part of what they're trying to describe is, if you're here, here are your opportunities. So, why show somebody defensive if it doesn't give any opportunities? So, if Matt were to strike at me, I cover, okay? I have to be able to do something here. Fortunately, Fury is very happy to give you several different possibilities. Okay? One of the simplest ones is to sweep the blade across his body. So I'm sweeping out to my right. Okay? And now to the other side, tipping my tip in and driving it into him. You'll notice I am safe. I'm warded here. His dagger's tied up. So I have an opportunity to attack.
There's actually, it's a wrist lock. Yeah, there's pressure on my wrist. So I can't even let go of the dagger.
So from here, it's just a case of go once I know I've got that blocked and I'm still alive, I can sweep it down, and with two hands on his one, I've got the advantage here of leverage. Tip my tip up, and then with two hands again, drive it in. Okay, so that's one solution. It doesn't work so well if I swing him this way, because then I'm at a distance.
Can you go back into the defense? I want to note something for my guys.
Okay?
So what I want to note is the sweep. Okay, check out how well posted he is. He's got structure through the hip for power. So this heel down and this straight line through the hip, that's his power base. Now some of us are good, some of us sometimes lift the heel a little bit.
Yeah, I can't shove him back.
Yeah, I can.
Well, that's a really nice structure on Dave.
As soon as he locks me up, yeah, I've got no wrestling options here.
And I'm going forward. I'm just going to lean right in with this. Note also, too, my arm is now across his. I've dropped my arm across his arm at the elbow because I don't want him drawing that arm away. He can get out of this, but if he does, I don't want him to have the advantage to do something horrible to me. I want to keep that control and stab, right? So, this is a situation where I am getting in close because I'm looking to get that control. So he comes in, right? And here's where I want to get in from here. I would just be shoving the throw more to the ceiling. So that's a good solution. What you don't do, however, is try and sweep it the other way because it gives him all kinds of options. If I do this and sweep up here, I'm done for. All he's got to do is push my elbow because I've left his other hand free, and I'm over here where I had him. Okay, he's to my outside when I do that. So if I shove him this way, I'm not accomplishing a whole lot, and he's got that free hand to interfere with me. He's going to throw me down and stab me in the arm. So remember, you are pushing that arm across the body. You're trying to tie up your opponent and their ability to offend you or even to get away in that moment. And that buys you a second to end the fight, or at least do some damage. So that's one. So remember your recap, coming up, sweeping that across the body. You notice my arm's going over top of his. I want as much control and contact as possible, and I'm driving the tip in. If he's holding me with his arm, that's fine. I can just do it with one hand. But I need to have that dagger not sticking in me at the same time.
And Dave instinctively is picking him up just above the elbow, not just below.
Yeah, I want to control this part more than this part. If I just control this part, he can roll around very easily. If I do this, he can't roll a shoulder that easily.
Great.
So, another one to play with. This is one of my absolute passion.
The bicep?
Yeah, the bicep.
So that's a badass one.
So he comes in again. I cover. Well, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this blade this way, drop the tip, and push down into his bicep. No, his dagger again is not in a position where it can harm me, but I can do damage to his arm. Okay, from here, of course, you step in, you get all kinds of horrible things, but this one is a nice, quick one as well. So he just comes in, cover. Okay. Now the trick here is getting your dagger. You're basically going from here to an up and down situation with the tip towards his bicep, because I need to keep this locked up. Okay? Because if I don't, if I allow it to go and he rolls his wrist around, okay, I'm going to graze him, he's going to get me. So I need to lock that up. And I do that by tipping, shoving my right hand up, bringing the left hand down, and then driving it down his bicep.
Just so you can see how well this is locked up, everyone take a real close look at my hand.
Yeah, he let go.
I let go.
It's
I'm
still
stuck, but I let go. I'm like, no! Stupid! You hit it! Hang on, take it. There we go! Woo! Free!
one more for the lower strap coming up first. There should be some sort of solution for that. Okay, this is a really simple one. I've covered. Push the elbow. Up above the elbow here, I want to get his arm out of the way so I can drive my blade in. Gotta get that out of the way first though. otherwise I'm just going to walk in. Strikes, and I push. Now I can step in, do all kinds of things here, but that's the most important part. That gives me options.
For now, don't train yourself to step on these follow-on attacks. And we were discussing this earlier. Because, you know, getting what happened always. We get here, and then Dave pushes my shoulder, and then gets in the habit of walking in every time. Right? You don't want that. If I was in range to kill him, he's in range to kill me. He doesn't do anything. I already made the distance. So that's good enough. We keep, because I might be coming out of a gangbusters trying to shove him, and so I want to back up instead.
And if he is coming on like gangbusters and I'm in the middle of the step, okay, I've lost any advantage I might have had because my structure's gone and he's taking advantage of it. So it's wonderful if they're static and you decide you're just going to blow in through them, but you can't guarantee that, particularly if they throw the attack. Okay? Just get that weight out of the way, get my hand in the way. Everybody got those? We'll go around and help people out with them. So, simple recap. First one, very easy. Sweep it out of the way. And then drive in with the tip. Two-handed dagger strike. Who knew, right? The next one, same idea, but we're stopping it here. Tipping your blade so it's straight up and down and driving the tip into the bicep. And the last one is just a simple elbow push. You're covering and getting that arm out of the way and striking.
Okay, one final note. When you get into that twisty bicep one, okay, this is actually a wrist attack and a shoulder attack. So when you get here, don't walk forward.
Yes.
Okay? Because if he walks forward, this arm's locked up. I can't get out of here. So if I begin to fall or twist or turn or whatever, it's attacking the shoulders. So just get to the point where you've got the tension there and stop. Yeah. Don't reef it up or anything like that. It's not necessary. Your main goal is just to get the tip of their dagger away from your face. Now has useful defense and some responses. Okay. Obviously, the attacker does not want this to happen. The attacker is going to see somebody here, they're ready, they know the moment that they attack that the person's going to try to cover. But there are things you can do. Now, Fiore says in his manuscript, he talks about a lot of these strikes, but he says this strike is best when you go with the left hand as well. So what does that mean? That means I want to interrupt his defense. Okay, remember how we talked about before? You strike out rather than sweeping up, because your attacker could interrupt your defense. Well, that's exactly what the attacker wants to do. If I just come in straight, forget I have a second hand, he's got all kinds of things he can do to me, and there's not much, not a whole lot I can do, maybe try to be really quick or whatever, but something that I could do is, okay, so what happened? That I didn't expect, but anyway. So, as I came in, I led with this hand because I want to interrupt his ability to defend himself and defend my attack at the same time. So I'm going in with the left hand. Okay? So maybe I'm attacking his hands. Okay? To get that blow. Maybe pass this up to this. Maybe I just want to get my hand in the way if he covers, or up here if he covers, so I can sweep his cover away instead. Maybe also with reinforcement too.
Yes.
Yeah. If I cover, you double up.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Sorry, oh.
no, yeah. Yeah, so I start this way. Okay, I can get that other hand and reach up. Or if his hands are up here, I can try and break his structure and go in for a second blow. So you have two hands. Fiore wants you to use them. This is one of the reasons why Fiore's not a big fan of standing side on to anybody. He wants both hands in the fight. Whether you're holding a sword or even if you just got a dagger in one hand, that other hand has a roll. Okay, so, and even maybe what I want to do is just, okay, I want to blind him, I want to knock him off his game so that I can do something sneaky. The attack is still a threat. You've got these wonderful defenses that as long as you're quick enough, and your anchor knows to get through, but he can foul up that defense.
Try to add a throat grab and turn him. So my attack coming in, the guy's ready to defend, and I came in like this, just he was kind of bringing up something. I'm like, really disorienting. So smack in the face, cover his eyes. Very cool, very cool wins.
And remember the same thing that the defender did to sweep my arm away. Okay, the attacker can do the same thing too. I can step in and try and move his hands. Okay, you end up with a lot of back and forth. But the attacker has a lot of the same options. And the attacker can defend the attack. So coming in, I get this hand in, and I'm attacking. Okay, if I'm too far out, this is going to be absolutely pointless. So no, I'm committing. It's pretty hard when I'm going in, and I want to get those hands in. Okay, one of the best things the defender can do against that is keep this in tight until they commit. Okay, because remember two hands are stronger than one. So if I come in with an attack this way, and I'm just looking to foul, I really can only hope to slow him down. But if he's got good structure and he's really pushing that out towards my defense, okay, I can't. It's going to slip. I can't get his. I can't stop. Or my hand's going to go out here, and it's going to go up with the dagger, and we're going to a bit of a war. Okay. So what I want you to do now is the attacker. By doing that, you're interrupting that defense that you guys have been using. So a little bit of back and forth, one person's attacker and the other person's attacker. And then if you want, have a little, maybe we could thin it out a little bit, maybe have two pairs, a little bit of free play just to play with the